Hello, Diargos here. Welcome back to my Factorio series, the Manhattan Project. So we are continuing with our module automation. We're going to do productivity and efficiency modules in this episode. They use the same exact design, not this one. They're different because level 3 speed modules only require 4 level 2 speed modules, but for the efficiency and productivity, they both require 5 level 2 of their kind. So we're going to plop them down right here, and then we'll be able to copy and scale them down as we want. Now the designs that I'm using for both the speed modules and then the productivity and efficiency modules are from the user Nearly Dutch. You can find him on Reddit and Imager. He posted these, I don't know, like back in October, I think. And I've used them a few times since, and I absolutely love them. They're great, and they don't use belts. They're very compact, so you can copy and paste them easily. And instead of the belts, they use logistic bots, which are fun. They come with some problems, and one of the problems really, or the only problem, is delivery. They're a little inconsistent on delivery because they just, like, sometimes it's not noticeable when it's small like this, but if you have big, like in my last series you watch mass production, they'll pick like a thing to focus on, like if there's several ingredients, and then they'll just deliver that for a while, and instead of being more balanced, I don't understand the logic. We also definitely need to scale up blue circuits. You can see we've just trickling in right now. And then red circuits looks like it could be scaled up, and green circuits maybe could also be scaled up. Who knows? But the name of the game is just to keep scaling up and up and up. Okay, so let's get on to the design. Again, this is from the user Nearly Dutch. And if I can remember, I will put a link to the Reddit post in the description. Alright, so we want to use some of our assembling machine 3s. We're just going to make it right here. We might have to end up moving it though. Okay, so the first thing we do is the level 1s, and we do put down 2, and there's a space for the for our box, our chest there. And then this one's going to be the actual level 3 that gets fed in. And right here is a level 2, and right here is a level 2. So the level 1s are going to feed into the level 2s, and we can actually we'll do efficiency modules for these, but it's the same for productivity as well. So there's the level 2, there's the level 2, and then that's the level 3. Okay, so this isn't quite half of it because the ratios, remember, it's 5. You need 5 level 2s for level 3s. So instead of being half, like this one is, you can see it's just one side and one side. You really don't even need these two sides, the bottom and the top. They're not connected in any way. They're not feeding each other in any way. So for this one, though, we do actually have to connect these in a sense. So we're going to put another level 2 here, and then the other level 3 there, right? And then copy that, and that way you've got this kind of 2.5, right, to 3. Or 2.5 to 1, so you've got 2.5 assemblers to 1 assembler, and that'll make it come out to be the correct ratio. But now we need another level 1, right? So I think I put these too close. Let's put that right there, and then this one comes right here, and this is going to be our other level 1, and it's in line with this one right there. And then this will be the level 2, and then this is the level 1 side over here, right? Oh, make sure I get the correct spacing. So there's 2 spaces on this one. We'll use long-handed inserters. So this is the other edge, right? So these are the level 1s here. Okay, so we'll copy those up there. That's a level 2. That's a level 1. That's a level 2 there. Okay. And then we can fill these in here like so. Right? I think this is not correct. There's an extra space here, I think. Or an extra space right here. Or not enough space right here, I think, is the problem. What is the problem? Well, let's put in the inserters. I think that will make sense. Okay, so, these 2 feed here, right? These 2 feed here. This one feeds down, and that one feeds in here. Okay. And then this level 2 use a long-handed. That one will feed in like that. Level 1 will feed in like this. And that's level 1 right there. And that will feed in like that as well. So same thing. So this side looks good. And I don't need to feed anything else over there. Okay. And I think I just need to move these a bit closer. Oh, I see the problem right here. Okay. These two. So like that. I put a space between this one. This one doesn't have a space between it. What's the issue? So that one was properly spaced. It was the others. That's why it was kind of throwing me off. Okay, so for these level 1s, this side here, and these are level 2s, and the level 3s are these two here. It's kind of hard to tell because they're flashing right now. Maybe if I turn off the power, we'll do that in a second. I do need. Let me request a few substations. Am I in the logistics network? Yeah, I am. All right, now to finish this up, we need inserters here and there, and level 2 going into level 3s, there and there, and level 1. Not this one doesn't go in there. That one feeds just into this one because they each have 2, right? So 2, 2, 2 go in here, 2 go into that one. And then these two outer level 1s feed the level 2 in the middle. Okay. Now we need to put the long-handed inserters. Actually, we're going to follow his design. We'll put it up here. For some reason, I'll do it my own way. We'll keep it balanced. Right there. And then for the chests. This is for the chest for everything. Took this up. Power. One reason I don't want to hook it directly there is because it's nice if you can disable certain modules, right? So like say I didn't want the speed modules to run. If they're all like too connected, I can come up here if it's just this one power pole and just disconnect it, right? And so this is kind of an issue as well. I should probably have spaced that out better. I might get to a point where I want to undo that a little bit. Okay, so to power this, we're going to use, instead of power poles, we use substations, and it's going to use 4 of them right here in the middle on either side of the long-handed inserters. Oh, gotta not stand there. Okay, and that should power everything. Looks good. And we'll throw down a light up there. Okay. This one's definitely more complicated than the other one. So now let's work on the requester chests. For this one, all of the chests are on the inside. So we'll start with the output chests actually here. And so we'll have 2 chests, one on that side, and then one on this side. Only the level 3s, of course, get output. For the speed modules, we'll probably do our speed module 1 factory that's similar to this. That's just for speed module 1s. Because we actually can use those for we use them for the assembler 3s and then also for the rocket parts. So we'll see what we want to do with that. We might just have them output on a belt, kind of the way we do the iron gear wheels. Okay, so for the requester chests, let's start up here. We want that guy feeding in here. And then we're going to have one requester chest in the middle, right above the level 2s. And down here as well. Down here as well. These guys get fed by long-handeds, and they go into level 1s, right? Because they all share. And then these other level ones on the bottom side, they will get similar deal like this, the inside ones, and this. Okay. Now that leaves the level 2 and the level 3s. For the level 2s, you're gonna have one guy here, right next in the middle, right next to the level 3s, and we'll do long-handeds feeding in 2 level 2s on either side, the 2 pairs here and here. And then we need to have one blue inserter feeding in from either side as well, so we can pull from both on that one, and that will keep it a little bit balanced, I guess, so that one chest doesn't get overwhelmed. So now these chests each have 2.5 assemblers taking from them, these 2 chests here and here. Okay, and now finally the level 3s, their chests are going to be in these 2 spots here and here. Down like that. It's very compact, very cramped. Okay, and that should do it. And I think that's it. We can put some lights down if there's any room for lights. Probably there's a square there. Square here and here. We can put one. Yeah, we can put a couple up here and here. Let's do that. Okay, if I can get out of this mess. Okay, so that's done. But now we need to actually set the requester chests. And the good news is that the chests, the level 1s all take the same thing as these level 1s, and the level 2s all take the same thing as those level 2s, right? So like that level 2 takes blue circuit and the level 3 takes blue circuit. So what we can do is just come over here and find a level 1 chest, so this looks good, and copy that. And now carefully copy all of the level 1. So we've got level 1 here, 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 there. There's 4 of them. There, 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 and there. I can check that. Looks good. Okay, and now we copy just one of these, and that's going to be the level 2s and level 3s. Make sure it has the blue processing units, blue circuits. Okay, I'm going to be kind of careful not click on these bots here, but basically these 4 chests, right? So we know that one's going to get shared. That one, and that one. Okay. So here come the, and you can see they're already processing some stuff. Good. Now, so this is cool because we can take this, that's it, that's a finished design. We can take this, and the only difference now is we'll put it, how many did I have here? 1, like 2.5. There, so I want it right there. The only difference here is that these you change to productivity modules, right? So we just copy and paste that. Well, we can't put them, we can't actually change them until the assemblers are down. Right, so paste that. Looks weird with the glowing uranium under that. 2s. Missed this level 1 there. Okay, and then the level 3s. Oh, one more level 2. Right in the middle. So level 2s are this X, right? There's 5 of them. And then there's these level 1s here. There's 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's 2 level 3s. Those. Okay, so there we go. You have a productivity module factory. And we can do the same thing we do here. Now it's powered up. Beautiful. And we can copy and paste these and scale them down. So I was hoping that I guess there's an extra little divot here. I wanted to leave an equal amount of space between these, which look to be 1, 2, and then a square. 1, 2, and a square, but this one kind of is thrown off. I could rotate this entire thing so that I have a flat edge in between. I think I might like that. If I ever lay them out again, I could probably. Right now, it's kind of a hassle because there's all these chests. That's another thing. If you do this, unlike the belts, well, the belts are kind of similar. You have to pick up the belts, but with these, it's even like more. It seems a bigger deal that if you want to pick them up and move them, you've got every chest has hundreds of stuff in it, right? So it's a little tedious to deal with that. Okay, so let's look at what we need to do for maintaining this, right? So look, we've told you this. These modules are going to eat up the green circuits and the red circuits because the green circuits have to feed the modules and the red circuits, and then the red circuits get eaten up as well. But we want to scale up, so we're going to come over here. We're going to grab all of these logistic spots. We'll let them build up. That'll suck up some more green circuits. And we will just start dropping these bad boys around. We're going to have, right now we have 1,300. These are not going to get used for the most part, I'm guessing. Not for a good long while. But this will last us a good long while as well. Okay. So we have 2,000 logistic spots right now. Only about 100 are flying around. But like I said, I want to scale up, and some of that scaling up might mean more of these kinds of patterns, right? If I have 4 of these and I'm doing a similar approach with robots instead of belts, then yikes, look at that. Okay, so it looks like 3 or 4 green circuit belts was not enough, unless they're not producing full belts, which I don't think they are actually. Yeah, they're not. They're not even producing full belts. We've got problems here now with copper. We can see that copper is just totally depleted, and we can see that's thinned out. So this is what I said. When I was setting this up, I was like, look, just because it looks fine now, it's probably not going to be okay because everything's backed up right now, so you can't really tell. This is running at full tilt right now. It's running at its max speed because there's no backup, right? All of these are able to put down green circuits, and it looks like this is the first one, and so it has full belts, but the rest don't. And I am moving the full belt over, but even just right here, it's already depleted. So I've got all this copper up here for a reason, and now we can start looking to pump it down into this, into this area here. But we probably want to do it like up here, right? So they're getting a full belt. I mean, this guy gets an actual dedicated furnace line just to this side right here. That's maybe not great, because he could be backed up and then he can be filling in this guy and get a little bit more. So now he's the same as everyone else. I don't know if that's going to help entirely. But what we want to do now is let's look at the best way to move these copper lines down, right? Okay, this might be a little tricky. Definitely use splitters. I think the best thing, or the easiest thing to do is, let's do it like this. How many copper? So I have 4 of these right now. If I don't, I might expand down here, but if I don't expand out to the right anymore, there's only so many more I can do. This area, I could probably do 2 more if I pushed it. So let's just assume we're gonna have 4. That means I could dedicate all 4 of these belts, half a belt each, right? And then have 4 copper lines left over. And I'm not really using copper as much anywhere else. So in theory, that could work. Let's try that. Let's Let's do it like, what I'm saying is, I cut it off for a second here. This belt right here gets split, goes half here and half there, right? Let's see if this works. Let's just see if this is enough. I mean, if this is not enough, yeah, it looks like it's enough. It's backing up. So the next thing I could do is do the same thing, just because they're going to confuse me. Same thing with the second belt, right? Right here. And go like that. Right, we pick this up. But we don't want balancers there. We want just the rest of the belt to go there. Is this backing up? So it's not even backing up on here. So a half belt is not going to cut it. We need a full belt for each of these, but we don't have a full belt for each of these. We have 8 copper belts. So it looks like we're going to need to do some more copper smelting. Okay, but we can definitely do. We can do a full belt for each one for right now, I think. That. We might have to do like the last one that has the split or something, because we need at least one copper line for the rest of the stuff in the base, right? So let's just see what we can get away with. Okay. All right, so you come down. Like I think it's not quite a full belt, but it's definitely not a half a belt. It's somewhere in between, right? And we can drain you out right here. And then, is that right? So that's 4. Okay, so that's 2 of them are now fully producing. Okay. And then we will do the same thing for these other 2, except then we won't have a copper belt, so we might have to do just one more, and then it's kind of, or do like half and half maybe here, so at least we have 2 full belts, and then we'll do a balancer. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna go do some more copper smelting and add some more belts, and we'll do it in the new system, so it's a little different than what we are doing now with the bus, and we're not taking up all the space. So that might be a good reason to introduce the new system. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.